Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you well from wherever you're watching this channel. How many of you still remember James Oswago? Now, James Oswago is the former Iebc CEO who served between 2009 to 2013. But then, because he was implicated in a chicken gate graft, one that talked about the illegal awarding of 1.3 billion tender, Iebc tender, regarding the procurement of electronic voter identification devices for the 2013 general election. The Iebc was forced to exit office.
There is no single investigation. Get it from me. There is no investigation. Chief Executive Officer cannot be responsible for all the ills of the fight. I said no.
So we believe we have the threshold that it will take for our Kenyan constitution.
Now, guess what? The Iebc selection panel recently had asked people who want the Iebc chair to apply. So, out of the 37 applicants, word has it that the former Iebc CEO is one of them, that is James Oswago. We are also told that Amadi, who is the former Chief Registrar of Judiciary, she's also one of those applicants. Now, in this analysis, ladies and gentlemen, I want us to go extensively into James Oswago and why we think James Oswago's entry into this Iebc issue is something that is going to concern many Kenyans. So before we get further on this analysis, ladies and gentlemen, kindly like this video. It is so important if you like this video, because that is the only way YouTube shares our content. Subscribe to our channel if you are not subscribed before, and to existing subscribers, thank you so much for your support. If you go to Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, their portal, you're told there that Oswago and Sholei, not Gladys was Sholei, but Sholei, flouted regulations in procurement of voter registration kits, and then High Court had to uphold their conviction, which stated that he was supposed to the two were supposed to pay a sum of, I think, 15 million in fines, or be jailed for, I think, between, is it 4 or 5 years? I'm not sure about the exact time frame, but that is what was said during the ruling. So an anti-corruption court judge, talking about Felix Kombo, during December 2022, convicted James Oswago, who is currently one of those applicants of the Iebc chair position, to 4 years in prison or a fine of 7.5 million. So the story is so wide. I won't go to all the nitty-gritties of what really happened during the court proceedings and what he really was involved in. But the bottom line here is that he was involved in an illegal awarding of a tender, biometric identification, So that was back then. So he wants to be the Iebc chair. So just go below on the comment section and tell me whether you think Oswago is better fit to replace the former Iebc CEO, the late Wafula Chebukati. Is James Oswago the man?
There is no single investigation. Get it from me. There is no investigation. A Chief Executive Officer cannot be responsible for all the ills of the fight. I said no.
Or do you think Amadi is the person to replace Wafula Chebukati? Let's look at Amadi. Many would talk about so many things regarding her, especially during the audit that was requested by the Supreme Court to be done. And some people will say that she's not the best person for that position, but we don't know. Her credentials are going to determine whether she's better fit for that position. But she's amongst those who have applied for the Iebc chair position. Now, we have never had a female chair, one who heads the Iebc. So this is going to be the first time should the selection panel settle for Amadi, who served as the former chief registrar of the judiciary. So she's going to be the first person. Also, if you remember Amadi, then you also remember when Rigathi Gachagua was being, sworn in.
Okay, we will now take the oath of due execution of office of the Deputy President, and I'll ask that you repeat after me, please. I,
Rigathi Gachagua,
do swear that I will always truly and diligently serve the people and the Republic of Kenya in the office of Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya
that I will diligently
serve the people,
discharge my duties and perform my functions in the said office
may I request that we take it again, please.
to the best of my judgment.
I'm sorry, let's take it again.
She's the one who took Rigathi through the oath taking. I think she also took William Ruto through the oath taking. So if you also remember how Rigathi goofed during the oath taking, that video has been shared. Now, is James Oswago the better option for Iebc right now? And is this graft going to be an hindrance? Because this case was confirmed and he was convicted. So because he is probably out, we can as well say that he paid the fine, because it was either you pay the fine of 7.5 million as an individual, or you go to jail for 4 years. So let's assume that in 2022, 23, 24, 25, we can't really tell whether he was, I don't know whether he was jailed, but he was to be jailed. But I don't know whether he was jailed, because we are in 2025. So if he was jailed in 2022, probably the end of 2022, meaning 23, 24, 25, then he has not completed the 4 years. So most likely, if he succeeded in making this application, then we can as well say that James Oswago must have paid the fine. That's why he's probably out. Now, because we also know that this image is going to affect him, we are likely to rule out his chances of securing this chair position, unless there are other mechanisms which are going to be used to clear his name. I don't know that after paying a fine, you're now cleared. No, I don't think that is the case. The tag of you being corrupt still remains with you. But if you are caught, if you have a scandal, let's say, for example, if okay, for impeachment case, we know it's that duration applies, but I don't know for this case of being convicted, how long are you going to take, before you can even apply for any public office? So I'm going to check some of these details so that I can get to understand the chances of James Oswago, because I think we need to talk about this in our another analysis after these applications have already been confirmed. But what we know is that there are 37 applicants, and the former CEO is one of them, James Oswago, and Amadi. Those are some of the 37 who have applied. Now, ladies and gentlemen, just go below in the comment section and tell us whether you think Oswago is a better replacement for James, whether Oswago is a better replacement for Wafula Chebukati, who you think Amadi is. So just go below in the comment section and tell us who your take matters this fresh development. So perhaps if you're watching this video and you've not subscribed, take 1 second and subscribe, like this video. Until you catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.